And I'm live. Thank you very much for joining me tonight. I couldn't be at the stadium, so I wanted to do a quick live instant max reaction. I'm very sick, family sick. So yeah, it was tough to get there tonight. Early kickoff. Mrs. is away. Meetings up north. Boy's sick, and I'm getting there. I think so. Um, Listen, it's a complete contrast as to what we see last week. A complete contrast as to what we see last week, and what we asked for is that intent from Burnley from the second half to go into the Freiburg game. Listen, I see enough from Freiburg last week, and I said this if you look at it, like I was very disappointed in the performance we put in at Freiburg, but I did say I see enough from Freiburg you know, to to know that we can go through. I don't think they offered much. Even at home, um, people say that. I think they approached the games similar to us. They try to become hard to break down before anything. But again, like, and people are going to accuse me of flip flopping. I'm not flip flopping when I say this. Um, I'm reacting to what I'm seeing, and it was an intent to attack from the start. That is that is literally what we've been asking for him to do. Attack, attack, attack. We've got the players. Brought in Mickey Antonio. As I said on against Burnley, like he never seems to make an attacking change. He did today. He had the four attacking players. He took Ward Prowse out, which I think was the right decision. I've got to big up David Moyes for that. Um, he deserves all the credit. He went for it, but I say this with a reluctant but, because I don't want to bring negativity. Why aren't we doing that often? We've got the players. That is what the criticism is about. You know, go out against like that against Burnley, you win the game easily. Go out like that last week against Freiburg, you win the game easily. Like, we've got the players to do it. We've got the players to do it. Ward-Prowse, for all intents and purposes, apart from his set pieces, has been a passenger lately. And he's the one that needed to drop out tonight. He did drop out tonight. Mickey Antonio coming for him. We had to go for it from minute one, and it just shows you what Mickey run them ragged tonight. Listen, I was watching it on the TV, which is which is one of the few times I do get to see on the TV. And all Robbie Savage kept on talking about is how much credit he deserves, and what we don't know what's going on, blah 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 blah. Listen, it is what it is. You know what I mean? Like, you don't keep on having to hammer it home. That is what we want to see from David Moyes. If we start playing like that week in, week out, nobody's going to have a complaint about David Moyes. Nobody, not one person. We go out there tonight. We're on the front foot from the start. Um, you know, we go out to attack. We go out to score goals. And what did we do? We scored goals, because once that attacking intent becomes quite prevalent, it breeds confidence in the attacking players. Mikel was superb tonight, especially early on. He was running them ragged. Listen, we could have won 8-9-0 tonight. There was Mo Kudus. I mean, we'll talk about Mo Kudus in a minute, but he missed at 1-0, he missed pretty much a sitter where it comes to him a bit quickly. Good work from Mikel. I think them four works brilliantly. Listen, I would have liked to have seen Ings come on a little bit earlier once we got the game wrapped up, just to keep that momentum going. But listen, it is what it is. I can't complain. I can't complain. Score 5 goals, but you can see the confidence breeding. Once that leash gets let off, once we don't approach the game, trying to subdue their play. They were poor. Freiburg. We made them look poor, but the players bred in confidence, and it just goes to show the pressure was off of the defence. They played well. Cresswell, what a resurgence in form he's had. I was a bit worried when Emerson went out, but yeah, we blew them away. Mo Kudus, once he got that goal that he scored, the first goal, That's world class. It reminded me of Ravel's at Tottenham a few seasons ago. Um, you know, picking the ball up from deep, just breezing past people, world class control, world class technique, world class dip of the shoulder, world class, and cool finish. That's a world class goal, and even the second goal was, back to his best. But you could see, even in the way that Lucas Paquetá, when he got substituted on the 60th minute, look, Lucas picked up a couple of knocks early on tonight. A couple of people were suggesting that he may have been injured, but I think the reason that he was, some people saying he might be frustrated that he's injured again. I think it was the fact that we was playing our best football, and the most attacking football, and he was enjoying himself. And I love to see players frustrated that they're getting subbed off, even when you're winning the game quite comfortably, and they're not just taking it easy. But I think it was like, we're playing in a way that they want to play, and they enjoy playing in, and it highlights their abilities and their strengths. And I think he was enjoying himself, and I think he was thinking, this could be a special night. The atmosphere looked brilliant. I wish I was there tonight. I wish I could have made it tonight. I didn't, and it's a shame because it looked like it was, for all intents and purposes, a great game, a great atmosphere, early kickoff. Everyone made effort, which was brilliant. But Moyes needs to look at that now and start to take a little bit of inspiration, and confidence in himself that look, we can do it. We can do it. We don't have to approach every game, whether it be Burnley or Man City. Look, there is times when it will work, like the Arsenal game, like the Brighton game. Going in against people like Man City, when it does take that approach, but we don't need to be respecting teams like Burnley into a fact that we don't start playing until we're 2-0 down and we're chasing the game. Even Freiburg, this, for all intents and purposes, this was half time. And we've gone in there and you know we've been forced to attack the game. Like, and I think that is the frustrations that we see as fans, especially me. Like, listen, it's brilliant. As I said before, I'm not going to stick with a narrative. Like, some people want you to stick with a narrative. If he's good, he's good. I'm talking about Moyes. If he's good, he's good. If he's done the right things, what are you going to moan about? I just want to see it more consistently. More consistently, take that performance, analyze it tomorrow, look at it and think, you know what, maybe I've been approaching it wrong. Eat a slice of humble pie, be confident, be on the front foot, and we can beat teams. Listen, all in. If you look at the way we played last week, and I mean this with, like, bear in mind we're through to the quarterfinals now. Benfica are through, Milan are through, Liverpool, for all intents and purposes, are through. Marseille are through. They're all good sides now. There's not a lot of of teams. Roma, for all intents and purposes, are through. There's not a lot of teams now that you can look at and afford to have, you know, a bad half, a bad game against without being punished. And that's what we've got to look at. We can't afford to go to somewhere like Roma, like Brighton did, and go 4-0 down. We're not going to get that back against a team like Roma. Too experienced. We have to put this on the front foot. And what we see tonight was, when we're clicking, we click. When we're confident, we're confident. When we are given a license to play, we can play. And that's what frustrates us the most, I think. Quarterfinal draw. It's going to be interesting. As I said, there's not many teams now. It's a pretty good pedigree in the quarterfinals, and we're in there. We're in there by merit tonight. Finish the season like this, Moisey, and you never know what might happen. You know what I mean? You might even turn a few people back on your side, but there we go. Roy Wilson. Here we go. Moyes out. Shameful channel. Did I say Moyes out tonight? I'm giving the geezer credit. But there we go. Thank you very much for joining us tonight. I'll be back again tomorrow with the morning after the game before, analysing a bit more of the performance. thank you very much for joining us. Get involved. I might do that live tomorrow as well, so we can, we can chat a little bit more about the quarterfinal draw and everything else, and I'll take some more of your comments. But for tonight, happy hammers. On to the weekend. Building up for Villa. I will be there against Villa. My ideal draw. Someone's asking me. Benfica. I think that'd be a good draw. I think it'd be a good draw. But someone said any fan camps. No, I'm not there. I had to drop out last minute tonight. It's a shame because I really, after seeing some of the shit over the last couple of months, I would have really loved to have been there tonight to and let them people have their say. But I just couldn't make it. Personal circumstances got in the way. But there we go. But thank you very much. One thing left to say. Come on, yours.